Hey yo, it's your boy Trix, and I'm back again reacting to some more creepy TikTok videos that might make you question your reality. In this video, we're going to separate the lies from the truth and the real from the fake. There's only one way to do it, so let's get straight into it.
This is one of the wildest conspiracy theories I've ever heard before. So there's this book called Baron Trump's Marvelous Underground Journey, which was written in 1893. The story is about a boy named Baron who lives in Trump Castle. And Baron became bored with his life of luxury and decided to go on an adventure. And on this adventure, he was being guided by a man named Don, who helped him find a time travel portal in Russia. Then the same author wrote a sequel 3 years later, and he titled it The Last President. The main plot of this book was about a wealthy man who lived on Fifth Avenue in New York City that decided to run for president. Then shortly after he wins the election that no one thought he could, he's inaugurated and he selects a new cabinet member by the name of Mr. Pence. Then, after his inauguration, since no one thought he would win, people erupted into violence, and people started to riot and damage property left and right. So here's where it gets really weird. Nikola Tesla, who had claimed to have figured out time travel, had about 80 trunks worth of his life's work. When he died in 1943, the man responsible for collecting all of his work was an MIT professor by the name of John G. Trump, Donald Trump's uncle. And get this, after John Trump died, there's rumors that Donald Trump inherited Tesla's work. So the theory is Donald Trump used a time machine to travel into the future where he saw Hillary Clinton win the presidency, which then led the U.S. into a complete collapse. So he traveled back in time, decided to run for president to try to save the country. All right, no more internet today.
Yo, these theories just go too deep, fam. So Trump's got Nikola Tesla's time machine. Maybe that's why he's so confident that he's going to win this time round again. I don't know, but for sure, I need to get me one of those time machines, and quick.
50 employee. I was let go on a medical discharge about a week ago, and I've kind of been running across the country. Oh man, I don't know where to start. They're gonna they'll triangulate on this position really soon.
So you can't spend a lot of time on the phone, so give us something quick.
Okay, okay, what we're thinking of as aliens are, they're extra-dimensional beings that an earlier precursor of the space program made contact with. They are not what they claim to be. They have infiltrated a lot of aspects of the military establishment, particularly the Area 50 employees.
I think it's incredibly important to listen to the specific words that Grush uses. You know, Grush never said extraterrestrial or alien. He said interdimensional. I think that that's incredibly important because those are the types of things that when we go in there, there's just certain things that I think that it's important that you guys listen to on that.
I'm going to get clarification.
Yes,
you said interdimensional. I mean, now, what does that term, is this something that bends time and space? What are you getting at?
I think that Grush, when I had talked to him on whether these were specifically extraterrestrials or alien in origin, he said interdimensional. He refused to use certain terms, and I think that's incredibly important because I think that that's really the question we're all wanting to know, right? And so I'm actually going to have a sit-down conversation with him and ask him to come back and talk to us directly, because it seems that we are getting more information from the source than going into a skiff and then not being able to tell you guys what we're talking
about. Is this stuff that we just as humans might not be able to understand if it's interdimensional?
I think that we can understand it. I think that it's just, it's an approach, right? I mean, like, remember, we just now for the first time in history really had Congress have whistleblowers come forward credible that we're telling the entire world that there is something other than human life forms. Rush said that those were interdimensional beings. He refused to use extraterrestrial and alien. I think that's important to note. But
I believe it's softening the blow to us now so that when the time comes and we're being invaded by aliens or they want to push a certain narrative, we ain't going to panic because we've already been prepared, as well as all the other preparation in movies and TV, Congress hearings and whistleblowers, credible whistleblowers. There's something coming. Best believe that.
3, 2, 1.
That sounds...
This echoes sound of a thunder, only possible in an enclosed system environment. no sound without a dome above us.
Okay, so the question is, every time it's thunder and lightning, what's being popped to create the echo? Somebody answer that.
Ain't no way everyone here is a real person. Life is a simulation and a legitimate professor has proved it. James Gates, a theoretical physicist at MIT with 2 bachelor degrees and a PhD, found literal computer code embedded in the most fundamental building blocks of reality called strings. Now, string theory is a tough one, but I'm gonna break it down for you in a way that an 11-year-old would understand. So if you don't get this, hey, go back to grade 5, bro. So we got my boy Einstein's theory of general relativity, which is basically just a theory of everything big. Planets, gravity, the universe, all the way back to the Big Bang. Then we got the new kid in town, quantum physics. This is the theory of everything small, like particles, atoms, and molecules, where the general laws of physics like gravity don't apply anymore. The same is true the other way around. Quantum laws don't apply to regular-sized physics. So we got general relativity, everything big, and quantum physics, everything small. Like, yo, dig. But both of these realms have the same parent, the Big Bang, at which point everything that is now big used to be small. If the small can become big, then quantum and general relativity need some sort of theory that can unify them. That is string theory. What happens to the big when it's small? What happens when you zoom into an atom? You see protons and neutrons in the center with electrons all around it. Now, what about inside a neutron? Even smaller particles called quarks. So how deep does the scale go? Conventional science will tell you there's nothing inside these quarks. But string theory suggests there's a tiny filament or a string of pure energy that exists inside of them. And just like the string of a guitar vibrates and creates different sound based on its shape and tension, the strings in string theory vibrate. But instead of sound, they produce matter in the form of particles. This completely changes the way you look at the world. Every particle in the universe is just a string vibrating at a different frequency, and every vibrational pattern has its own associated particle. So if you break anything down far enough, we're all just energy vibrating at differing wavelengths to form matter. Although it's still just a theory, this would link general relativity to the quantum realm and form what is known as the theory of everything. Okay, yeah, cool. Now where is this computer code found? When Dr. James Gates took a look at a set of equations derived from string theory, he found binary code. Error-correcting code used for compressing data on a computer. A sequence of ones and zeros, the same code that is used by popular search engines, which, according to him, who has a PhD in theoretical physics from MIT, doesn't just resemble computer code, it literally is computer code. Meaning, if we break matter and energy down far enough, we eventually find compressing computer code etched into the very fabric of reality.
Yo, that theory went real deep, but some of it was pretty self-explanatory. I mean, when you break us down, we're all energy. No matter what he's saying, you need to protect that energy.
He found a package under a river. What's inside it? This man is a treasure hunter who usually searches with a metal detector in forests or hills, places with ancient traces. But today he uses this magnet-attached rope to search under a river. People often throw many things into the river or drop them and can't find them again. Or sometimes those who work in the shadows often throw them into the river to hide. He pulled up a metal object, which is a smashed bucket. But what's inside will make him both happy and scared. A square package hidden inside this bucket. The outside is a plastic bag. Surely someone who intended to throw it into the river thought of this. They wanted to waterproof the thing inside. He uses a knife to open the package. The result makes him both happy and scared. A lot of money inside. If they originate from illegal activities, he will have to return them. Otherwise, he has every right to own this money.
Well, think about it. If it's been chucked into a river or a lake, sealed in plastic inside a metal bucket, it's probably not for legal reasons, is it? My question is, what's to say that you can't just keep it anyway? I mean, you found it. Nobody ever heard of the term finders keepers?
I think I've had a breakthrough. So I've been looking for a secret tunnel in Uxbridge. He's meant to run from this church here, St Margaret's Church, under the road here to the Queen's Head. And I've been down into the cellar of the pub and there is no luck there. There's a dead end. But I've just discovered something really interesting. Now, all of the people you talk to say there is no basement, there's no underground thing to the church. That's why you have these buttresses down the side holding the church up, because there's no cellar. And this is Market House, which is, well, that actual incarnation of Market House is about 250, 300 years old. Look, there it is. And this is not meant to have any basement, so there's nothing under there, there's nothing under there, and there's meant to be no tunnel. But I bought this book online, which is an exact reprint of the history of Uxbridge, and it was written in 1818, and you are not going to believe this. In the section on the Market House, which is our little house there, It talks about other rooms are employed for the purposes of the market, storing corn, etc. There is also a good dry cellaring under the whole building, which has not been used for many years. So that's where the tunnel is meant to be. And that, under this whole building, is cellaring that has not been seen for over 250 years. The whole building goes down to another level. That is not on any plans or any records. There's the church, there's the tunnel. So we need to get in these cellars.
Well, clearly whatever's down there doesn't want to be found, or maybe whatever's down there they don't want you to find. Bruh, be careful.
Okay, so that was out the blue. Got ya. Break them f***ing blinds and you're gone tonight. Little shit. I'll ring the priest. Lights on a mad one. That light's gone on. Lamps on a mad one. TV's gone off. I'm just I can't be arsed at all today. F off. I've had f***ing enough. Finally. Put the f***ing telly back on. I've had enough. F off. Priest, tomorrow, Sunday. Got you. Light's just gone off. This is why I don't like coming round at night time, guys. Obviously. F off. Lights just come on. Whoa, guys. We don't know what the f***. Guys, look at that blind, what the f***. What the f***, guys? I'm shaking now. You're all going to say that's remote controlled?
He looked like he done had enough with that ghost or whatever it was or whoever it was. But I'm like this with that clip. It did seem real. Okay, so I've seen that around the moon also at night, you know, and there's a super clear sky. It was a super clear sky last night and I was literally looking for the ring around the moon so I could take a photo of it and post it on one of these videos, but there wasn't one. But I have seen it before. What is the logical explanation for that? What is the creepy explanation for that? There's always one of each side, so yo, drop them in the comments.
What's this? Oh, fake meteorite. Not real. Clip number 2. Again. Not real. Clip number 3. Out of nowhere. Boom. Not real. So, zoom in on this now. Press play. Here again. Right. So pop it back to there. It's as far in as we can go on. Bring it back down. Go. Okay, look. Look. Look at this. What's that? What is that? Look. Can't zoom in anymore. Don't think I can. Nah, that's as far as I can go there. Right, so back out of there. Back onto there. Look at this. Look at that. That is not a meteorite at all. Come on, guys.
Maybe it's not, but I'm pretty sure meteorites only create flames as soon as they break through Earth's atmosphere, and then they burn up for a little bit and then they go out. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a scientist, so if you're from UK, let me know your opinion on that one. Did you see it?
You know what the black eye is?
What's the black eye?
You don't know what the black eye's for?
Nah.
Dog, the black eye is a whole ritual and thing in itself.
Oh.
So they say there's this thing called the Black Eye Club. You never heard about this?
No, I didn't.
So pretty much a lot of celebrities, even presidents, people in power, positions of power, they all at some point had this like black eye. And that was a sign that they've initiated into this elitist club, whether it be the Illuminati, whatever it is, right?
No way that's makeup, fam.
Now, everybody Google the Black Eyed Club, and you can see different celebrities that have it. Like, there's literally so many here. I'll show you, right? Check this shit out. Robert Downey Jr., Ryan Gosling, Adam Sandler, George Bush, Barack Obama, bro.
Kanye, what?
Kanye, okay, but that was from his crash.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's hard to say for sure. Things like this, we can't know for sure because maybe they just had an accident. You know what I mean?
I like the fact that it cleared that one up at the end. You just don't know whether they had an accident. I mean, but then again, what kind of accident would cause you to get smacked right in the eye? What kind of fights they're getting into? I understand actors, they might get, in a fight scene, elbows flying around, fists flying around, smack. It's understandable. But presidents, like, yo, what they doing? Near enough, all of them had a black eye. Maybe they're getting jumped in, like gangs, you got to get discipline. Maybe it's something like that. It's like they say, it's initiation into the club.
There it is.
What is it?
I don't know, but I'm nervous.
I know what it is. It's an airplane.
And why is that plane underneath it?
It looked like a red fireball a second ago. I just didn't have my phone.
And there's stuff circulating over there too, so.
Is that Santa?
No.
Something's funky.
Yeah.
It's over there across the street. Where did that come from?
I don't know.
It's like disintegrating now.
Yeah.
What's that white stuff in the sky?
Stop.
That's weird.
There goes another one on the side. Look. This looks like that plane just like blew up.
Let's take the dogs out and get a better look at the screen.
What the hell is that? I'm not going out there.
Why?
It's gone.
What?
Oh my god. What the fuck?
Anybody have any ideas about that one? I mean, looked like the one that was the top one, looked like it was emitting something into the sky, and then I didn't realize that there was a whole second one just below it. I thought that was just like a reflection or a flare from the camera and the lights.
I went too deep. Have you heard of the prison planet theory? Well, guess who just learned about it? Yeah. I didn't sleep last night. I did not sleep last night, and if you keep watching this, you're probably not going to sleep either. So here I am minding my own business on Reddit when I found Escaping Prison Planet. And for the next 3 hours, I dove too deep. Here's the gist of it. Essentially, we're all trapped here on Earth. We're all trapped here, and everything we know about, like all the religions that believe in reincarnation, all these different things, yeah, we keep coming back to this Earth because there are astral beings that are harvesting our energy, and they are trapping us here. Sounds crazy, right? Sounds crazy. Well, let's get into the details. Apparently these beings that are controlling us are these reptilian beings that you always hear about. Well, let's dive into it, In Jainism and Hinduism, they have Nagas, half human, half serpent. The Aztec Empire talked about a serpent-like god that they called Quetzalcoatl. And don't tell me if I pronounced it right or wrong. I don't care, okay? Surely, 2 instances, right? This is just a coincidence. African shamans talk about the Shitari, and it is a race of reptilian beings. The Hopi Indians in North America had the Sheti, which translates to snake brothers. Chinese, Japanese, and Korean legends all talk about the Kappa. And Gnostic texts, which if you don't know about the Gnostics, Gnosis just means knowledge, and basically what the Gnostics believed was after Christ died, you have to have particular knowledge that would save you. Well, the Gnostics, yeah, they believe in archons, which are parasitic entities that feed off of us. We're doing okay? We doing okay? So the question is why? What are these beings doing? Why are they here? Apparently, they have been involved from the foundations of human history in manipulating us, creating this soul trap, harvesting our energy. And what this theory proposes is essentially that light a tunnel that many people have talked about that have had near-death experiences or death experiences. Yeah, it's just to trick us, to essentially wipe us clean, send our souls back, and start the process again. So every major form of religion talks about how we have a soul. Well, we are a soul. We have a body, right? This body is essentially a rental car. And these beings, what they feed off of, what the energy they feed off of is this low vibrational energy. So whether it's stress, whether it's fear, whether it's contention, pain, grief, jealousy, rage, all of it, anxiety, that's what they feed off of. And so they manipulate and they toy with us and they do all these things to create this energy. Now, I don't know if this is true, but that kind of describes the world we live in. Kind of describes it pretty damn well. I mean, look what Tesla says. He says, if you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. What freaks me out the most is there's so many urban legends talking about these freaking reptilians. You know, that motherfucker right there is not real, right? Like, everything that's going on in freaking Miami, like I think we can all agree that there's multiple dimensions, right? People having experiences on psychedelics where multiple people will take the same thing and they all go to another dimension and see the same thing. Like, how do you explain that? How do you explain that? Explain it to me, please. I'm going way too long with this and I haven't even freaking scratched the surface. But basically, we're just all here. Life is engineered to create this low vibrational energy. And what happens is when we die, when we go through that light tunnel, we're tricked into thinking, hey, you need to go back to Earth. There's more you need to learn, or there's karma you need to resolve, or, you know, there's a higher purpose that you need to do. And we come back and it's the same thing. Listen, I'm a very spiritual person, very spiritual. I believe all of us as humans are connected. I believe you look at every major world religion and there's commonalities, and that it's because it stems from this eternal knowledge. But this freaking scared the crap out of me. Because what if it's all just engineered to trick us? Anyways, I can dive deeper if you guys are interested, but if you're not, whatever. I'll just be sitting up at night, not being able to sleep.
I've had this burning question inside me for a long time, and I suppose it's one of them unanswered questions that, you know, can never be answered kind of thing. But, you know, you look at your hands and you realize you're seen out of your body, and you look across the room to your mum or your dad or whoever, you know, in your family, and you look at them and think, how come I'm looking out of these eyes in this country at this time in history? Why was I not looking out of somebody else's eyes in a different country across the planet? You know, something like that. That would always pick on my brain, and I'm pretty sure it did for you too. Let me know in the comments.
The worst video on the dark web. During their moment of relaxation, these tourists are about to witness a shocking event.
Wow. Yeah, that was madness, fam. Is that some sort of nuclear bomb going off under the water, or was it a volcano erupting under the water? I ain't calling cap on that. That looked real.
Check this out, you guys. This is apparently a trip to the first ice rink. It gets a lot more interesting because they have to take a helicopter in order to reach their destination. Now, check this video out and let me know what you guys think, all right? Just check it out. dry lands with waterfall. I mean, what do you guys think? Look at this. This looks so pristine, so clean. It looks like it hasn't been touched with. Y'all, what if this is somewhere in Seattle? What if this is somewhere in Seattle? You know what I'm saying? Use your discernment. I mean, I've never seen anything like this before. But look at that water. Look at the snow caps. Wow. I mean, what do you guys think? You know what I'm saying? They're not just gonna come out here and start talking about it blatantly, you know. And for us to get this, you know, this is the best. I mean, nobody's gonna go through hell to just show us stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? What do you guys think about this?
I'm glad that a lot of these creators are clearing up the suspicions, because it's so easy to just go as far as you can go with video, and then the video just cuts to another place that's potentially not even there where they are. It's like you said, it could be somewhere in Seattle, like, yo. But if anybody's been there before, where that second part of the video is, let me know. You know, if it's somewhere real. If it's not, yo, we need to do some more research and find out more.
The worst video on the dark web. This student is in over his head and decides to explore an underground cave. When suddenly the water rises.
So much water in my ears. Yeah, same. Oh, man.
Water in my eyes. Snorkel would be nice right about now.
Yeah.
Good times. Good times.
Yeah, don't look for it.
Does it really go for it?
Is he under?
Oh, hell no, I'm not doing that.
I can just barely hear right here. So loud. This is the waiting area. Are you going, Jacob?
Oh, he just bailed.
Whoa. Now that was freaky. You won't catch me going in no cave like that. Hell nah, bro.
Have you guys ever seen this video of NASA exposing where the International Space Station is? Check this out.
And all of that happened in a little town called York, Maine, across the United States from where we're talking to you right now.
Next giant leap will also start right here in Houston, orbiting aboard the International Space Station. Right here in Houston.
This Houston? Yeah, that's right. Johnson Space Center. Go down to Building 9, go to Street View, and go inside, and you'll see a mock-up of the International Space Station. But it's perfectly accurate down to every wire, and we're going to explore these rooms together. And I was walking through these rooms, and I started to notice that, hey, I've seen this before on the live feeds, and I noticed something out of my peripherals, and I said, wait a minute, wait, what? I've seen that before. Ah, there it is. I knew I'd seen that before, and whoa, a lot of magical things happen right here.
So I wanted to see if there was some validity to this. So I went on Google Earth and I typed in Johnson Space Center, right? And then I went to go look for Building 9. This is where they're keeping it. And you got to put it in the street view, all right? And then look at this, you guys. Look at that. Look at the camera. Does this look familiar? Does this look familiar, y'all? Oh my goodness. Look at that, y'all. This is literally our childhood. Look at this. I went through it. Look at that, y'all. Look at the models, right? The dummies. Look at that, y'all. That's crazy, y'all. So how do you explain this, you guys? Has all our lives been a lie? How do you explain this? Look at this, you guys. Y'all, this is crazy. This literally blows my mind. Even though I know this literally all a lie, but hey. But check this out, y'all. This is our childhood. You know, Bill Nye the Science Guy, all liars. Neil, what's it called? Neil deGrasse Tyson. That's crazy. Liars. Gatekeepers, you guys. Wow, that's crazy. I guess this is why they say, Houston, we have a problem. You can't make this shit up because they've been in Houston the whole time. Boy, that shit crazy, y'all. What is real anymore? What is real anymore, y'all? You see what I'm saying? That's why you gotta do you. You really gotta do you. Vibrate high on that frequency and do you, because just like Shakespeare said, the world is a stage and it's made to deceive you. It's made you to keep you from doing you. But let me know what you guys think about this video. This video is strictly for entertainment purposes only. I am only raising awareness to interesting situations during this interesting times. Like, comment, and share for more videos like this. Thank you for tuning to my frequency. You already know what to do, y'all. Keep up with me on my other accounts, especially on my YouTube, where I go deeper on the esoteric level of these topics at hand. Let's get this shift. Peace in.
Yo, that video had me shook. I'm confused. Is that some sort of down-to-earth reconstruction of the International Space Station? Yo, that's blown my mind.
Guys, I am here in 1984. As you can see behind me, there's Taco Bell. Not lying. Look at this, 1984, guys, Taco Bell. Let me show you something else, guys. If that's not enough proof, let me show you something. 1984, guys. Behind me is Jack in the Box. Check out this Jack in the Box. This is gonna blow your freaking mind. Look at that. Jack in the Box in 1984, guys. I mean, how could you deny this proof? It's clearly right there. Look at that. Jack in a Box.
I'm pretty sure they didn't have CCTV cameras like that right next to the sign in 1984. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't, I don't know.
It actually blows my mind that nobody is talking about what this man just said. Listen carefully.
I started diving more and more into the research. I started talking to people in the mushroom industry and people that sell mushrooms as well. And almost everyone I talked to had a story about somebody being in Alzheimer's disease and putting them on lion's mane and them coming out of the Alzheimer's disease enough to at least be functional, if not even better.
So he's talking about the lion's mane mushroom, and basically what he's saying is the more people he spoke to about this, the more he realized how powerful it is for your brain and memory, especially for people with Alzheimer's and dementia. But I know what you're thinking. If this is so helpful, then why aren't doctors prescribing this to everyone? And the truth is, Big Pharma doesn't want you to know about this because they get paid way more to keep you sick and reliant on them versus just curing you. And the craziest part is that if you were to pair lion's mane with other supplements like alpha GPC, ginkgo biloba, and huperzine A, not only is that good for your memory, but this can be amazing for your focus, awareness, alertness, and overall brain function. So basically, your brain will be operating at such an optimal level, you wouldn't even recognize yourself. So if you want to try a powerful blend of all of these natural supplements in one, I've linked one right here directly on our page.
It hit the nail on the head, because I've been telling people that theory for a long time, that you go to a doctor's appointment. When you get to the appointment and you have this list of things in your mind that you want to get off your chest and get some help with, and it just feels like the doctor's just in a rush to get you out and doesn't really give you any of the help that you was looking for. They profit more when you're ill rather than you being fit and healthy. That might just be a theory. It might not always be the case, because, you know, I have been to the doctors before. It really helped. I left. I'm fine. Been fine since.
A strange ship whose origins are unknown is going viral after it ran aground and started leaking massive amounts of oil. And the story gets stranger. Emergency workers in Trinidad are working hard to clean up all the oil, and since it has sparked a national state of emergency. But they still can't seem to figure out where the ship is from, who it belongs to, or how it even capsized in the first place. They don't know what it was carrying, and even some have speculated that it reappeared from being lost in the Bermuda Triangle, or it was transferred from another dimension, but it's why people are referring to it as the ghost ship. It was sighted on Wednesday, and the government said that it was sailing under an unidentified flag, and it made no emergency calls before overturning. But the worst part of it is that it's turned white sand and crystal clear water into black sludge, and it's damaged a number of reefs so far. I just hope that they can get this contained quickly before it gets too out of hand.
Stuff like that in the ocean has always freaked me out, because you know one day it's going to get around to you with the water systems. I hate to imagine.
So you know that lo-fi girl on YouTube?
Yeah.
There's whole lore about this now. It's the one where you want to lock in and study. So you search up lo-fi and there's a girl in like a green pullover and she's writing tests and there's a cat behind her, right?
Yeah.
So there's a theory going on and how she went missing recently. So what happens is nobody in the community knows what happens to her or like where she went, right? But in the back of her window, there's like a building. There's like a blue light that flickers.
Yeah.
And supposedly that's Morse code for something. So a lot of people in the community were putting random numbers in the chat and then deleting it. So nobody knows what it was. But recently, the scene on that YouTube video changed. So it wasn't her writing with a cat behind her no more. It was the blue room with only a door and that was it. And no one knows where she went or what she's doing right now. But the whole theory is like, is this the end? Because is this the end of the sleeping streak?
No, but I heard the continuation.
Oh, what was the
I actually know what happened.
Wait, what?
So what happened, there's a lo-fi boy now.
Oh, so it's gonna be a boy.
There's a lo-fi boy. He's in a blue room and he has a...
So the theory is no longer a theory. It's just been debunked and solved. But yeah, maybe the uploader just wanted to do that, and because he had so many viewers, maybe he thought he'd just keep it interesting and add a little bit of suspicion, and knowing that people would create theories on what may have happened to the lo-fi girl.
The same stable genius that said the biggest problem we had in the Revolutionary War is we didn't have enough airports. Whoa.
I'm free. I don't know what was going on with that end clip, but the first clip, yo man, somebody help this guy out. He needs help. Tell me if you caught the upside down cross. And that's going to be the end of another video. I appreciate you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you smash, destroy, do whatever you like. Just make sure you hit that like button for me. It helps get the video seen by many more people just like you. If you're already subscribed, I appreciate you so much. If you're not subscribed, then hit the subscribe button and join the family. We're growing pretty fast. Click the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future uploads. And until the next time, stay woke, stay ready, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.